What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be doing something a little different than working on abandoned cars. We're building this. This is about 1,200 square foot of covered space to work under for future YouTube videos. Basically all my life thus far of working on cars, I've worked on them outside, uncovered and in the dirt. And I'm getting really tired of that. Working in the dirt, you can see it just rained here. It's absolutely muddy and filthy. You know, you can't get jack stands, get underneath cars. It's just an absolute mess. And secondly, I wanted to be out of the sun. Living in a place where we get 80 to 100 days a year where it's over 100 degrees, and working in the sun is absolute mayhem. I mean, you can do it, but it kind of puts you in an early grave. So in this video, we're going to be erecting the structure. I poured the concrete about 2 months ago, and I've been rounding up the materials since then, the posts, the purlins, and the actual corrugated steel sheets that cover. So anyway, let's go ahead and start putting this bad boy up, shall we? Yeah, we're gonna put them just right here. We'll just set them right here. Yep.
Right here?
Yep.
Just put it upside. Or that one.
Alright, so we got our purlins, 26 foot long by 8 inches wide. Those posts will go up, the purlins will go around the perimeter and down the middle of the structure. Today's the day we're going to start cutting and trying to erect some of these pieces, measuring out the lengths of the poles, and then we'll go ahead and chop them and then set them up and maybe tack them in. I'm going to clean these plates off and they're going to be welded to that. And the poles are going to go up right here, go around the perimeter of the slab. They're going to be the tallest right here. They're going to be 9 foot 3 inches there. They're going to be 8 foot 9 inches here. That gives us a 6-inch drop from there to there. While I'm chopping these, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I always forget to say that. So subscribe to the channel. It helps me out tremendously. It's free to you. Like the video and drop a comment, maybe some feedback. What am I doing right? What do you guys like seeing in the videos? Editing style, you know, and what am I doing wrong? You know, both ways I like it. What I hear a lot in the comments is people want to see the work, and I agree. I don't like seeing drama and stuff. I just like seeing the work. So I try to show me doing the work. But about the carport, I had this concrete slab poured September 17th, so we're maybe 2.5 months after that, putting the actual structure up. But people underestimate how much this increases my standard of living, because this does two things for me. It gets me out of working in the dirt and out of working in the sun. Working in the dirt sucks, and working in the sun in Arizona is unbearable. You're way off here. There.
good. Alright, go ahead. Need to tack it a little bit more. That's awful thin.
I moved onto this house on this property maybe a little over 2 years ago, and I've been saving up ever since then to build something like this, and I'm just really happy now to see it coming together. This is partly for storage for the classics I already own, but this is also an investment in the future. I'm betting on YouTube, I'm betting on this channel to grow so that I can work under here to produce more content for you guys. And it's also a bet on myself that, you know, Dad and me can make the content good enough to grow the channel.
Set it down.
Alright, so what I'm doing here is I'm drilling holes in the center of the pad so that I can put a plate and a post in the center, because when I was building out this concrete, when they were pouring it, I had them wet set the plates all around in kind of a, you know, on the perimeter. But I've since kind of changed how I'm going to do this, and I'm not going to need a few around the perimeter, and I need one in the center to kind of hold the structure up. So I'm taking one from the side that I'm not going to use and putting it in the center. And since I didn't wet set the plate when they poured the concrete, I gotta put it in now. This one was going in really hard. This is the first time I've ever done this, by the way, so you'll have to kind of cut me some slack. That drill bit was dull, wasn't really, I didn't know it at the time. So I went and got another drill bit, re-drilled these holes, and now this one fit pretty good, so that was the solution to our problem. Yeah, that's way better. Perfect. Yes. Pretty cool little setup. I've never drilled holes in concrete and done that before. It's pretty sweet. Loosen them up and hit them down a little more, because apparently they're supposed to come up a little bit when you tighten them, because that little collar in there expands. So we'll get them down there as far as we can. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it's tight. Sweet. People in concrete are probably saying, yeah, that's ancient technology, bud. But I think that's kind of cool. All right, well here it is so far. I'm really happy with how this is turning out. I'm just so stoked. Got all the purlins up, all the skeleton structure. Last thing we have to do is put the panels up top, and that'll give us our shade. Dad's gonna be here soon to help me put the panels on, because doing it by myself, that would just be insane, getting up and down that ladder a million times. I want a work area there so that I can film YouTube videos and do more work here for the foreseeable future. So I'm just excited to see, life moving forward. I'm 25 years old, I got a house, got some property. Every man needs a place to work, and this is the beginning of that. So let's go ahead and start putting these panels up. Home sweet home for the very first time on my own property. Nope. Might have to do a full loop around here. Give me a sec. Yeah, here we go. We'll hit it now. Beautiful. I love it. We'll even get Jerome in on the action. I mean, this is a YouTube queen, you know? I have to do the old roundy round trick again. Yeah. Jerome can go right here. Ooh. But you know what? This lineup really isn't complete without the truck that really grew my YouTube channel. So let me go get her. Oh, come on, come on. Oh, come on, girl. You spent enough time out in the sun. Here you go. All of you that have found me through YouTube, what you guys don't know is that I do all of my work at my dad's house. Me and Dad, we work together. I live in my house, but I don't have anywhere to store or put or work on my vehicles or our vehicles or my future YouTube vehicles. So I really wanted to build this for the future. I eventually want to build a shop on another part of the property, but I just don't have the money for that. you know, it's just not feasible right now. I can finally have my Cadillac and my 1950 GMC down here, which you guys really don't know much about. This is pre-YouTube. This stuff is pre-social media. This is where it all began. This is my first truck. I bought this when I was 12 years old. Me and my dad restored it from when I was 12 to 15 and a half. I drove this to high school. I drove it to prom, drove it to college. This was where I learned everything that I now basically portray in the videos that we make. All the knowledge of the cars, working on them, you know, all that mechanical knowledge stemmed from this for me. And I'm just so happy that it's now under one roof, under my roof, on my property. I've kind of neglected it. Life's gotten in the way. I haven't driven it in probably 6 years. The Cadillac, I do drive to local car shows, but you know, I never see it. And of course you have the truck that basically all of you probably know me from. All 26,000 of you, which I very much appreciate all of you, came from the 46 International, the abandoned 46 International, which we do plan to do another video on. We're trying to get a title for it right now. That's been the main problem. We're trying to get a title for it. And lastly, you all know Jerome just took it on a 700-mile road trip to the Grand Canyon after it sat outside for 44 solid years. So you'll probably be seeing more of this in the future. I still have to get some toolage over here, maybe a compressor, a toolbox, all that. I want to make this bay area my working area for cars in the future. But of course, it's always going to be Dad and me. So thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.